doesn't thirst for battle and mayhem. He's not a fighter like you. I know how you feel, Gohan. You are gentle. You do not like to hurt. It is not a sin to fight for the right cause. There are those who words alone will not reach.
What's going on, guys? Here we have a video today coming out of El Paso, and this is our season 1 league championship finale. So these guys have been facing off for the last 10 weeks. Usually we have about 12 to 14 people in the tournament, and this is the final. These are the top 2 guys facing off for the main prize. So here we have turn 1. On the left, we have Aaron, who just charged and passed. On the right, we have David, playing Dark Broly. And everybody in the community would tell you they all hate Dark Broly with a passion. So here's his charging using the leader auto. Chooses not to take a life. I guess it's kind of smart on David's part. He wants to slow the game down, I'm assuming. Here he plays the Dark Broly with the ball to bring out another Broly. I wonder what Broly he's going to bring out. Oh, surprise, surprise. Warp a card from your hand. Yes, typical David play. So Aaron warps one of the counterplay Vegetas. It's pretty much dead in his hand until he plays a Unison. So I agree with that. Doesn't really hurt him. So here David setting up, he swings with the leader. Aaron takes it, goes down to 7, and then he swings with Big Broly, knocks him down to 6. Turn 1, just like that. And then Aaron, I'm sure he's thinking about whether he wants to play the Unison on turn 2, if he has it on hand. I saw these guys' builds before this matchup, and then I saw them after, so I know what they added in for each other. Aaron did add the Vegeta Unison, that when you -1, it prevents battle cards greater than their energy from attacking. And then he swings in with the leader. Rojas no negates, takes the life, goes down to 7. And then I can see the wheels burning, and Aaron. These 2 guys, like I said, have faced off a lot before. I think Aaron has had the better matchups. I think he's won maybe the last 3 encounters they've had. So we'll see how Mecha Frieza does in this match. And then obviously he's playing that extra card. I think it's U6 that if your opponent is tapped out, you draw 2 cards, and then you can play. I forget what universe it's from, but it just shows that Mecha Frieza just draws a lot of cards. Swings in, knocks David down to 6. Pass turn. So here's David's turn 2. David doesn't really go off till turn 3. That's when he just does so many things. That's usually when he just beats his opponents down. But Mecha Frieza has a lot of negates. And Aaron plays a very strong control version. So there's Rojas setting up his plays using the leader auto to look at top 5 or up to top 5, and then put 30Ks into the drop. So he's swinging. Once like I said, these guys have played a lot, so it surprises me that Rojas didn't remember what that card does on Aaron's field. That when your opponent attacks, they have to rest an energy. So maybe a little bit of a misplay, because I'm pretty sure he could have played a Dark Broly that warps battle card. So that probably would have been one of his better plays to keep an energy standing. And then that's actually a misplay. That's a Power of the Saiyan. It does not rest leader cards, so that's what they're going over. So they make the correction. It only rests battle cards in unisons. So there it goes. Chappie, I think that's the name of the card. Chappie. Solid card, especially when you play 2 of them out there. It's annoying to have to play around. Then here is David basically trying to set up his drop for the next plays, just comboing to fill his drop that he needs to make more Brolys from the drop for free. Yeah, that deck is just ridiculous, to be honest. And then here's Aaron setting up the arrival. Plays the Bojack, blue-yellow Bojack. I don't agree too much with that play. I'm not sure what Aaron was thinking to do with that Bojack. Maybe apply pressure, but with the 30K beaters that Davis has, I mean, he's probably only going to be good for 1 turn. Pass turn. What to charge? That's always the question. He charges Power of the Saiyans. And then if I get the name of the cards wrong, just let it go. Alright, I don't, as my friends will tell you, I don't read the cards. I just guess what they do and I play. So here's just tapping 2. He's going in for the unison. I almost feel like he should have probably tapped out 3 to boost him up, just because, yeah, it's going to stop the Brolys from attacking. But, I mean, he's at 5 life. You can still defend it, taking a life to play negate. So, but he plays it with 2. And then, I'm sure he's going to use the auto and then the -1. So there it is. He's switching the unison to rest mode to give it +1. And then he's going to use the -1. So that's a good card versus Dark Broly, but David's a really smart player, so I'm sure he understands that he has to get rid of that unison in order to be able to advance throughout the next turns. So there, he goes down to 5. Aaron with one energy open. I mean, I'm not sure what his thought process is for the next turn. He does have the Bojack, so he can always activate the skill on that one where you pitch a blue-yellow to draw one on tap 2. Things that activate battle, as a matter of fact. Like I said, guys, I don't read the cards. I just guess. I go off word of mouth. Here's Rojas. He's just going to go ahead and negate to go down to 4. So he's going to +1 off of that negate max power. I'm just passing turn, so I think, like I said, Rojas understands that he has to deal with that unison. Otherwise, it's gonna stall out his next turn as well. So here's the auto for the leader. He's looking at all of top 5. Only 130k, 230ks. Up, there's the third one, and then the rest go to the bottom. I really hate playing against Dark Broly. Let me just put that out there. Everybody does, unless you're a Dark Broly player. I think even Dark Broly players that play versus Dark Broly players, they hate playing against each other. I don't see how, but here's Rojas. He added a unison. That's one of the things that he added for this match. He added the Piccolo unison. Basically, the +1 is you discard a card and you draw a card. And there's Aaron reading it. It's not a very popular card in our community, so this is a first of for a lot of us seeing this card. There he's doing the +1, and then he drops the red Broly from the Toa expert deck. So Rojas swinging with leader. Who's he gonna swing at? Swings at the unison, and that unison should be at 2 markers still. So I think you guys can all guess what's gonna happen. And then here's Aaron think he's thinking whether he's gonna negate. So after the leader, he can still attack with the unison. So I do know Rojas to play the Meki Kabura, so I don't know if that was something that's even in his hand that he might be considering. There's the negate. I personally like that card. Power of the Super Saiyan. The art is amazing, first of all. And then just to be able to negate or the activate battle is super good. I play Sin Shenron, and I went ahead and added those to my deck, so I haven't got the chance to test it yet. So Aaron decides to tap the energy for it. I highly disagree with that. I really think he should have taken the life to activate it, so he can go down to 4 and awaken. And yeah, he could still do it on his turn, but you would have plussed a card and still had that 1 energy open so that you can negate the unison attack. Or I'm not sure if he has a negate in his hand. And then surprise, surprise, there's the double strike with the unison to the to KO the unison, and then he activates battle for the leader, and it's just for him to put his stuff back into the drop to recycle those cards. So the unison is gone. I don't think Aaron has another one in hand for the next turn. That probably would have been pretty good. So here's Rojas. He's just looking, you know, to warp. So he warps a Chappie off the Broly. So he's just attacking Aaron's hand. That Bojack has barrier, so I'm pretty sure that's why he hasn't played the other Broly that warps a battle card from the field. Like I said, these two guys, they go back and forth. Honestly, going into this, I didn't know who to give the edge to. I would almost say that I was leaning towards Aaron just because before this game, they had a friendly exhibition, and Aaron actually won that match. But I think they were playing with their original decks, not the modified ones with the set 13 cards, and like I said, some of these new additions that they've made. So here once again, we're waiting. So a lot of our guys, they make fun of David and I, because we're critical thinkers, and our turns do go a little long. But here's Aaron thinking on what he wants to charge, or what he wants to do. And so we're waiting on Aaron. So he swings. So I guess he chose to not charge. I'm surprised, to be honest. I'm not sure why he would skip a charge. I don't know, maybe he forgot. But there's the negate. I don't know what it's called, but I know what it does. Negates the attack, you discard a card, and then whenever your leader's attacked by a battle card, it gets 5k for the turn. So for each battle card that attacks, it stacks 5k. Solid negate, especially for Dark Broly, who usually only has one negate or one energy up. Most of the time they're tapped out. There's Aaron. Switches one of the units into rest mode. I believe that's. And then he goes into one of the Bergamos. Then he tap in one to give him double strike. So he's at 30 double strike. And Aaron, just like that, tapped out. He's still at 5 life. So I'm not sure if he's planning on playing something else. And here's Rojas, super combo. Bottom of the deck, draw 2. So he's at 25. 10 more. There's another super combo to put him at 35. He combos out of the double strike. Once again, that Dark Broly deck is it's good. These guys, especially David, always has those blasted super combos. Always. So, like I said, he's a tough competitor, very smart player. There's the plus 5k, which, if I'm not mistaken, Bergamo's at 19 when they activate the main. So there's a misplay. Good. One of the judges caught it. They make the correction. Aaron is still at 5 life, so he's putting the card back into the deck. He's going to go ahead and shuffle. I think he just comes. They were both nervous. Rojas admitted that he was nervous, so I'm sure that Aaron is nervous as well. So that usually happens when they're thinking 2-3 steps ahead. So he went ahead and passed. And then I've never seen Aaron's hand this small with Mecha Frieza. I believe he has 4 cards in hand, which I am shocked. He's usually in the 9 to 12 range. especially against Dark Broly. He usually has a nice big fat stack hand. But there's Rojas. And then he's going in with Broly to the Bojack. I guess he had enough of them, or he's probably trying to not awaken Aaron, and he's just gonna go ahead and clear the board for the next turn. He has 4 energy, so I think this is the kill turn for David. Like I said, turn 3. Usually he goes off, but here we are in turn 4, and we'll see if he can knock him down from 5. There's Nimbus. He takes the life. So I guess probably not. Then Aaron trying to decide what card he's going to discard for the full effect for Nimbus. Technically, David can still swing with the Unison, the battle card, and the leader. So I still think the Nimbus is a good idea because, like I said, this turn Rojas will just keep him coming and coming and coming and coming. He'll refill the drop, play another battle card, refill the drop, and so frustrating for the other players. So if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the new Broly cards. I'll be honest, I don't even know what it does. So if you want to tell me in the comments below what it does, please feel free. So there's David explaining it. Hopefully Aaron has good reading comprehension skills, because I speak for myself. Sometimes I'll read a card, I'm not even reading it, I'm just skimming over it, and like I said, I get the gist of what the card is doing, but sometimes there's a key word in there that you overlook, which it's critical to understanding what the card really does. So he's reading the Broly again after looking at the drop. Yeah, but that's one of the new set 13 Dark Broly's, if I'm not mistaken. So that's one of the other ads that David made. He's swinging with the leader. Certain he's going to activate battle. It gets 5k, so he should be at 20. Aaron still hasn't awakened. I'm not sure if it's going to do it here. So the reason I'm doing this commentary, mainly because the background noise during that match was ridiculous. So if I would have posted it raw, it would have been extremely loud, noisy. You probably couldn't even hear what David and Aaron are saying. They could barely hear each other. So there's Aaron thinking. Like I said, not very many cards in hand, so he's in a tough position. Decides to take the life, increase hand size. There's another Dark Broly, and even with the Nimbus effect, he still has the Unison attack and another battle card attack. So I do know that David runs Champa, so if Aaron goes down to 2, he's putting himself into striking distance for the Champa. So there's the Broly. Good old Sir Warps a lot. I think this is the 3rd time he's played it already. So it's just frustrating to see that battle card. And Aaron warps the Bergamo from his hand. And then There's David swinging with the new Broly. Looks like no counters from Aaron. And there's David looking to see what cards he probably needs to combo to play something. So there's to activate Battle from Bergamo. Pitch blue on tap 2, draw a card. A blue yellow. So he let the card die. And then I will not be surprised if he plays that warping Broly to warp the Bergamo. And there it is. So he plays another Broly. Now Bergamo's gonna get warped. And then that's everything that Aaron has to deal with the next turn. That's if David swings with the Unison. Which I don't see why he wouldn't. Then he's swinging at the leader. I'm almost certain that Aaron's gonna take this, and there he goes down to 2. So 2 to 4. Very best spot for Aaron. Passes turn. Draws a card. I'm sure he's looking for answers. I know Aaron runs the Celzano SER, but even at this stage, I think against any other matchup that he would have had such a board that Celzano would have came out already. But David did a good job clearing the board. Is Aaron gonna bypass charging? And he does. He does not charge. He plays. I gotta look at what that card is called, but he draws the 2, takes the life, goes down to 1. Awakens, untaps 1, draws 1. So I guess Aaron is gonna try to just find a way to go from 4 to 0 to kill him. I'm not sure if that's really possible. If I'm not mistaken, Rojas might have a blocker on the field, but I don't think that's the one. I'm pretty sure that's the Broly that makes you warp a card from your hand. So, but with 2 energy open, I know. So he combos Gravy versus the auto. David does run Super Kamehameha along with other negates that he's already played. And you could just see Aaron. I remember I was sitting to Aaron's right, and just the frustration of what he could possibly do. So that's a smart play, but if anything, I probably would have paid off 4, used the -2 or 3. I don't remember which one it is on that Unison. I think it gets 10k, double strike, dual attack. That's really the only way I could have seen Aaron going for game. Even then, I think David has a very decent hand size. So he switches to rest mode, +1, then -1. So Aaron is still thinking defensive. He might be thinking that he can survive the next turn. Against Dark Broly is very tough. He has 1 energy open, so he might have a Nimbus on hand. Even then, he still has to defend 3 attacks. Unless David swings with the leader first. You could just sense the frustration in Aaron. And then Rojas reading that card for the 11th time. And then there's Aaron. He's thinking. He's looking for the outs. How can he potentially survive the next turn? The Frieza does have the auto. When you use an extra card, I believe it rests a battle card. But I don't know if that's why Aaron's reading his leader card. He's trying to make sure that he times his plays right. And this is what Rojas has been doing all season, so there we go. Rojas just needs one to get through. Then I'm sure he's gonna combo his entire hand. Looks like he does have more cards than Aaron. Aaron just filled with extra cards and 10Ks. And at one life, it's tough for Aaron. So there's Rojas using the Unison Auto +1. It's not auto, so I guess it's a main, +1 main. And there's the swing with the Unison. So I think this is one of the first times that I've seen Rojas go to turn 5. I'm not sure if it happens to him often, but every time we play, turn 3, turn 4 is usually where it ends. And here's Aaron. He's thinking how he wants to play this, because he really only has the ability to play one negate. So it's either he plays the Nimbus, but I mean the Nimbus is not going to stop the leader attack. And then I know that David also plays the 1-drop Goku. When he attacks, I guess you take a life. It might get double strike, I'm not sure. But I know he plays a 1-drop Goku, so he can still play that to get another attack in case he gets Nimbused. So he's looking for the outs. I don't think there is an outs. I don't know what possible play Aaron could do that he could survive. He just doesn't have the hand size, doesn't have the combo power. And then there's David. If he's just gonna go in. So we actually catch that. The Unison does not get the effect of that extra card. It's only leader cards and battle cards. So you'll see one of the judges intervene real quick. And there they are. They caught it. Huge shout out to the guys around the table. We chose 2 of our community members are really smart guys. They truly read the cards and understand the cards, and they keep up with the rulings. That's Jose and Oscar. Most of the other guys are pretty keen on the rulings, but those are usually our go-to guys. So huge shout out to them. So here's Rojas. So the Unison swing, I guess Aaron decided not to negate. So I guess Rojas is not gonna combo. I'd be surprised if he. I'm not sure what's going on. So maybe after taking that playback of the extra card. It looks like Rojas said no combos. So like I said, this is only game 1. I'll be working on game 2 later on, and then game 3 after that, if there's a need for game 3. So once again, Aaron's one of our more technical players, so he's gonna look for those outs. We have another Dark Broly player who's really good, so he combos. One thing that I would have liked to see him do was use the activate battle of the Power of the Saiyans, the yellow extra card. He had an open energy. He could have just sent that to the drop, drawn a card. He could have rested one of the battle cards. Not like it would have made a difference, but it would have just at least drawn him. It would have got rid of an extra card and drawn him another card. So there's that Broly. So he's gonna warp a card from the drop, and Aaron has to warp another card from his hand. So 4 times that blasted Hokey Pokey Dark Broly is played. And I don't know why David, well, I guess he's resolving the leader auto to draw a card, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna swing with the leader. Aaron is tapped out, so there's no way he's gonna negate. And there's a swing. No negates, no counters from Aaron, and then I'm pretty sure. I don't even know why David's looking at his drop 4. Like, just combo your hand. He's at 1 life. See, there's the extra. Gets plus 15k. And then there it is. He's just filled with extra cards. So that really came back to haunt Aaron. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for game 2.